Well, we're here in Hill City, South Dakota. We're going to do our second day of riding on the Mickelson Trail. We're going to go north out of town, about 15 miles past Mystic. And even though this trail's a trail, it's never flat. It's pretty hilly, as we found out yesterday. Locals have told us this is their favorite section of the trail, so we're excited to do it. We're going to go through a couple tunnels, so come along. Well, this is looking pretty good so far, really scenic. As you might have noticed, I don't know if it shows there, but we're headed uphill. And according to my route planning on Ride with GPS, we'll go about 7 miles uphill, 7 miles downhill, 7 miles back uphill, and 7 miles downhill to finish it up. Also noticed, must be a very cold spring here. The trees are maybe just starting to bud out, and it's almost Memorial Day weekend. Well, I keep thinking the top's got to get here sometime, but it just keeps climbing. So far so good. We've seen some bicycles out. Everybody's climbing up nice and slow. It's a gorgeous day, probably about low 50s now, supposed to get up in the 60s. Well, we're about 7.5 miles of uphill into the trip. The trail today is not so lumpy bumpy as it was yesterday. Lumpy bumpy is a term the ladies at the Cycling Adventure Club out of England use. I'll leave a link to their YouTube channel. Pretty entertaining. Well, 8 miles and I can feel the trail. Yep, there it goes, downhill. So 8 miles of uphill.
At the top of the climb was a nice little rest stop, the Red Fern stop.
And now we start our descent down to Mystic. We got to talk to a local here for a while. They love the trails here. He does it all the time. A little jealous of them, but got some good information from him. He said past Mystic is really good, so maybe we'll push on a little further, but we'll see how we feel. Yeah, first tunnel. Thinking maybe it was going to be like the Elroy Sparta, but it's pretty short. You can already see the other side. Now we're at the Mystic Trailhead here.
The Mickelson Trail has very nice trailhead facilities.
Now we decided to go a little bit further. Maybe, I think we keep going down for a bit, then up in a tunnel if we want, but I don't think we'll go that far. Well, we decided that was a good turnaround point, the 76-mile marker back there. Probably gonna mean we're gonna be about 32 or 33 miles total. And of course we're gonna be climbing out of this side, but we're gonna stop for lunch part way up, break it up. What a gorgeous trail. Looks like our lunch spot is all available for us. So I was sitting here waiting for Julie to finish up their climb there, wondering what this was, and it must be from the field. The cows come in through that over, they open these gates and bring them into the holding pen to load them up. Well, I can definitely tell you going down the Mystic side was steeper because we're pedaling coming down this side. We didn't have to pedal on that side. So Hill City side is a little more gradual of a climb. The Mystic side is a pretty healthy uphill, much steeper.
They're more beautiful than your focus.
Yeah, the South Dakota state flower, wild crocus. Now, as you can see, we're coming into our hotel here. Finish up our ride. It's probably going to be close to 33 miles. What a beautiful, beautiful trail. Up and down though, there is no flat. So bring your climbing legs if you do it, but come out and do the Mickelson Trail. Till our next bike ride. We'll see ya.
After all that riding, we headed back to Mangiamo's Pizza for another pizza and beer, so wonderful food there. We really enjoyed our ride on the Mickelson Trail that day from Hill City out to Mystic. Just be prepared when you go to the Mickelson Trail, you're going to be doing quite a bit of climbing. This is the most climbing I've ever done on a Rails to Trail. As a side note, the Mickelson Trail is a Rails to Trail Hall of Fame trail, and I can see why.
Thank you for watching our video. Like it if you liked it. Please comment below and subscribe so you can stay current with our adventures.